Hey everyone, welcome to Sayona with Pleiadian Soul Messages. So how are you? I hope you're doing fine and feeling great. Have a good day today. I want to elaborate a little bit about the last video I posted. And yes, again, welcome to Pleiadian Soul Messages with Sayona. So I was speaking about there you are. I just have to do it. Look how beautiful. I was speaking about the upcoming of the fears that are coming to the surface right now. So all of the fears that have been stored in your cellular memory are coming to the surface. And what does it mean exactly? I'm gonna stand over here. So when you had experiences in this and other lifetimes or all timelines and dimensions that has caused you fear or to separate from certain specific soul fragments, then these soul fragments may have been parted so you could survive your life and the situation to protect you, but they still are stuck energy. Not only somewhere, like they state in that specific experience, but also within the bodily system as crystallized stuck energy, which often feels as a disturbance mentally, physically, emotionally. Usually in the physical body it feels like pain, cold or hard places. Now, we spoke about this before, but I'm going to make it a little bit clearer in this moment. What is happening is that many people are seeing their fears resurfacing, and then what is happening in the world and what you can then read in the media will trigger your fear. And these fears are only to come up and dissolve in the here and now, and you can do this by acknowledging them. So no more hiding or walking away, no more drinking them down, whatsoever you did to numb yourself down and to walk away from these feelings. This is the moment that you do not want to part from parts of yourself anymore, because then they can continue to play out those realities and experiences again. Actually, you're just walking from the past to the future and from the future to the past. Well, there is not really a future, because every time when you were about to take a leap in the future, you were being pulled back in the past. And why this happened? Why all the time the past is repeating itself? Because of those stored memories in your cellular memory, but also the fragments of soul that you've parted from are then hanging around. So they are still repeating or vibrating on that certain fear or that certain program. And this is why you want and should embrace now from them to come up, because of the incoming beautiful love frequencies, which is very high at the moment, they are all coming to the surface. They are being pushed out. The love is gently and then stronger and stronger with a force touching them and pushing them out. Alright? So you are being triggered not only because of the fearful things that you could perceive around you happening again, it seems like, but also because the love is just simply touching these places and make you aware of them. So the best thing you do for yourself and the entire world is always the work within to change the world without. We have been speaking about this many times. Always the work should be within, and within is everything you need. And there is not actually something around you, outside of you, but a voice. That's what I've seen. So when you do the work within yourself, and every time some fearful energy or frequencies come up, it could be that it's playing out a little bit in your mental body, emotional body, physical body, but then you should recognize it, or in your relationships or family structures, but then you should recognize for what it is and bring back into harmony, into the love, and say, this is past, this is not now, and I do not consent with this reality, and I see this reality, and I bring it back into love, into the harmony. Also dissolve it by digesting it, processing it, that it was part of you. And then again, you need discernment to see what was of you, what has happened to you, and what was actually a program or artificial intelligence or artificial engineering. Because there has been a lot of manipulation, genetic manipulation and artificial engineering done to the human bodies. I'm being stung by mosquitoes, so I'll move inside. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful, beautiful nature here. I'm going to try it on one more place in the nature. Wait a second. Yeah, so let me try it here. It is sunset time, so that is mosquito time, right? So when you move these energies back into the higher frequencies, when you move them in the acknowledgement that you have lived through these experiences, but they are past, they already have been lived, and if you recognize that they come from your unconscious mind, only to the surface, they're only triggered and coming up because of the higher influx of love. And yes, there is also the one energy in the artificial intelligence, and that what is living off your energies in the lower vibrational dimensions, that want to pull you back with all their tricks and all their games. But you know, their tricks and games are always the same. And even when they can come up with some fake ass alien attack, even that can have been or pretend that they are the Pleiadians and they are doing good, and the solutions that they offer is what you want, but actually, even when it can seem good in the beginning, they will always retreat back into the past timelines. It's all about control, and it's always giving you a little bit relief and then pulling the strings tighter. So be aware of that, all right? And of course, our star family does not need any ships or UFO stuff. They do not need those technologies, because what we will see is that we will move towards being completely self-sufficient. Our bodies, as I said in the last video, are not stationary, are not vast as you think they are or made believe them to be. They are actually fluid and flexible and capable of adjusting. Just as the plants, they are these great alchemists. They can change because you exist in the body, in the physical body, out of the elements, right? And the elements are upgrading. So the water has always been of crystalline structure, but then it becomes all lighter and brighter and of a very high frequency, which is they will only serve and move and vibrate at the level of love. They won't make the shape anymore from a lower frequency, which could happen before. And also the water will be amazing. It can move to wherever it wants, because water has always had the ability to shift, to have different forms, but this time the water can even come on your skin or into your nostrils, on your eyes, wherever it's needed, with those particular frequencies and also nutrients, that nourishment that you need at the moment, where it's hydrated, where it's too hot, where it's too cold, to adjust every moment again what is needed. Then also we've told you this greatest gift is that everywhere on the planet water will come to the surface. Suddenly, from everywhere, the most clearest, purest form of water, which will greatly benefit your bodily system and bring the healing. And around these waters will also come up crystals, the most beautiful, gorgeous crystals. And this is not anything anyone can control. The ones who would like to control and, for example, say you need to pay money, you have no permission to take it or whatsoever, that it will simply disappear and appear somewhere else. It is not controllable, and it is not even usable for a low vibrational body that doesn't serve the love and that wants to hurt and control others. It will only harm such bodies. So we just give you beautiful things that are about to happen, and your body will become completely self-sustainable. I've always called the elements of the planet, I call them angels, because I read it somewhere that Joshua was speaking about the angels of the earth, and I found that very apt and beautiful. So the elements which we actually carry within our bodily system, because we exist out of the elements, are all alive. And within these elements are other beautiful, high intelligent beings to keep all these elements, to bring these elements to the places where they're needed and help everything to sustain itself. It is a biodiversity, your bodily system, actually, full of intelligence. Now, this intelligence also listens to your consent, and also, of course, will follow only the highest of love, because the love is now returning, and this higher intelligence is always serving the highest of love. When it was gone for a long time, this high vibration, because we all agreed to play in the lower dimensions, then the lower vibrational bodies, then, because they have been so much engineered, manipulated, modified, then they could not respond anymore to these higher vibrational so much. And also we were forgetting that they would listen to us when we communicate with our bodily cellular memories and structures. This is what we will do. The sun, the fire element, will also become stronger, brighter, but a higher electric voltage, and vibrate more of these elemental, pure, solar, golden love light particles. Love is always the higher vibration and the highest electrical magnetic force in the universe. So be aware that everything is evolving and ascending as well within your body, around you, and you will become completely self-sufficient. Your body will be self-sufficient. If you see what's happening on the planet, then you see already there are animals that can become like some sharks like 200, 400 years old, some turtles like 100, 150 years old, and there are parrots that become very old of age. You can say that your dog is old when it's 10 years, because you will say, yeah, in human age it's about 50 or 70, right? So you already have this thing going on, that some bodies live one day, some bodies live 50 years, some bodies can live 400 years. And why is this? So actually your body could be living a few thousands of years. And whatever they want to take away from you to control you is nothing that you need. You can also understand this, to let go your old ideas of what the body needs, alright? So the earth is also changing. She's changing into a higher frequency of intelligence, and she's being fed with these elemental particles, and this is changing her. And also her core, her inner core, has always been of the diamond crystalline structure, but now becoming more diamond, golden, stronger, powerful solar energy from within her. So she's becoming the sun and the light and the source for herself within herself, brighter from within to the outside, which is the same which is happening within us and our bodily structures. We will become bright from within. And also when the sacredness, the sacred beloved divine will enter within us, or the Holy Spirit, some people say, will reunite with us, which is also a masculine frequency, then because the air, which is not really embodied or graspable, of course, and the light, which is also not really graspable, are the masculine qualities. And the water, which maybe you can't grasp, but you can contain it really, and you could grasp it in the form of snow and ice. And then the soil, the earth, of course, is the most densest part, so to say, and you have the rocks. So those are feminine. So you could say that the true beloved masculine has never been embodied, really. But at the same time, your body exists out of it, so you are embodying. They will become stronger. So your bodily structures will contain more of the light and more of the oxygen or ozone. Because also the oxygen is changing, the ether is changing. Everything is evolving and ascending into a higher frequency. And including each of the animals, the insects, the birds. Have you heard and have you noticed that the birds sing more and louder? They are not specific. I will upload another video for you to listen. They're not specific that there are more birds, but their sound waves and frequencies are higher and lighter and stronger and more powerful. And they do help us also in our bodily systems, and especially, again, as I said in another video, our nervous system, which is very important for our central nervous system, is very important for our immune system. And God, so many things I want to tell you and share with you. Please share also your experiences if you like, your comments, and write me to the email that I shared in this and other videos. Please, Sayuna with capital U, and then 333 at protonmail.ch. Alright? Now you can write me, then I can share more links and messages and also downloads that I received, meditations, special guidance and music frequencies, which are often also together with birds, sometimes with frogs in the sea, which help you at many, many levels. I must make another video tomorrow, I try. At the moment I will leave it by this subject that your body is changing into becoming self-sufficient. With the help of all the elements who are also changing, your body is changing, of course. And then you will understand that you will be in command, so to say, about your body. So when you need something, you can also say that it is so. And your body can live for 1,000 years if you want so. And you do not need to die. There's no more dying involved. And some people choose to have still this experience, and then they will join in the light body, us, so we won't really part. And some people take a little bit longer. And as explained before, this longer is just not everybody arrive at the same time at the party, but what we will have a party all together. And we must have faith in others and trust them that they will find a way. The more you trust in them, the more you send out your frequency of complete faith in them, knowing that they trust, the more you let go your wanting to control, your panic, your fear, your sadness about them leaving and choosing another path. It is not really so. They choose the same path, but they take a bit longer. And some choose to have the experience of dying, or they are still paying off a little bit more karma or making the balance, and they are also choosing unconsciously to have a different body. So that's also possible. Now, of course, in the new, we do not need to be born again, and we do not need the same family structures again. Those families are falling apart. You will see who you have been, playing in different roles, but also who you truly are. And as a true, beautiful soul, powerful soul, you will be beloved and loved and loving towards others. Because when you drop your roles, you will see each other for who you truly are and recognize each other and know it was just the same as being an actor in a movie. You are not the role, but some of you need a bit longer to become conscious about who you truly are, because you've been playing so convincing that it's a bit confusing to understand you weren't that, right? So be patient with each other and loving. Yes, and know that when they take things away from you, trust that love itself is taking care for you. You are in the hands and the arms and the embrace of love. Don't worry and be completely aware that this love is within you. You've always been love frequency. But of course, you had to part with a lot of that in order to be able to descend in the lower dimensions. Otherwise, you could never have been here and played the part. Because even when you're channeling, right, you must put your personality aside in order to channel the information. Your entire stories must be put aside. And then, in order to play the lower vibrational fields, you must put your true being aside. Right? Everybody has been playing brilliant. That is what I'm hearing often the Pleiadians say also. Well played, well played. And even the darkness or the dark forces, many of them are also light. And at the same time you have really falsity. And we will become to see who are the true enemies or the true what we should really consider that it is not part of us, to become really clear about that. Many of these things that have happened are programs, such as to rape and to betray and to steal, because even stealing comes from, not from lack, because there are many poor people who would not do such a thing. Lack of consciousness, yes. But especially, of course, again, the incest and the pedophilia. That is not a human thing. Not even in the lower vibrational frequencies. It is a program. And humanity has been set up against each other. The masculine and the feminine has been set up to each other. So, for example, when you're in this lifetime in a female body and get injected with those nanoparticles, nanobots or implants, programs, instructions, whatever you can call it. And those are not only going into the softer tissues in your bodily systems, but also in your etheric and even at the astral level and the spiritual level. So you can take it with you in many lifetimes and be reactivated again and again. Yeah, there's a whole story about the Egyptians as well. They mummified, and not only the Egyptians done that to resurrect the lives. And there's much to say about resurrection, but part of your bodily system is being is coming along the journey by letting go or dropping the body. If this lifetime, for example, usually those are just the emotional, mental and physical body, but it doesn't say you take your higher bodily systems with you. Now also the memories that are stored, you take them with you, and then you have again the choice to either live those fearful memories by them being triggered by everything playing out and then replay them again like an old tune, or to recognize them and dissolve them in the love frequency and say, this is not what I choose in this lifetime, because in every nanosecond you can choose again your experiences. You are truly choosing your experiences. You are. And as long as you do not see that you have the experiences that you truly wish, then, and as long as you're being able to trigger back into fearful timelines, then you can know that there are still in your unconsciousness or your bodily systems, your cellular memory, things playing out that wants to be seen and acknowledged and brought back into the alignment. Because the lighter you become, the easier it is to sustain the higher frequencies. Yes, you can be in the fifth dimensional reality for some time. We all can be to celebrate. But very speedily, we will all ascend into the sixth and so forth. Because we are having the ascension entirely. Not one step and then maybe one step back again. Everything is dissolving that is from the lower frequency. And the love source itself is choosing totally new divine experiences which are not known by any one of us than by the love source itself. When they're going to make some fake ass Pleiadian contact, or if any UFOs come, you know, again, they don't need, the true high evolved beings don't need technical tools outside of the bodily system. The body is enough to be wherever you need. Yes, there could be huge motherships because to bring things somewhere or have to reunite, but even that would not be with the density, with the metal technology, right? The heavy metals do not belong in the new earth and in our new bodily system. So keep on cleansing if you want the process to speed up. And also always ask for help. If you are very down in frequency, if you feel down, if you feel in these fearful timelines and you feel it's really hard for you to come up, then ask for help. Ask your frequencies to be lifted and it will directly happen. It will happen. You will be helped. There's nothing more that this high vibrating family of love is wanting to help you with. And all of the earth is listening. And all of the plants are listening. And they are breathing. And you are breathing in what they exhale. And they are breathing in what you exhale. Isn't that beautiful? And we're always connected, interconnected and aligned. Use a lot of crystals, quartz crystals especially, and where you feel drawn to. And I'm going to make again a beautiful video about divine masculines. And I made beautiful healing videos, especially with sound and my voice, to bring you back into the higher frequencies and to bring healing when you've been attacked by the implants, that what is going on is triggering back into all timelines. So also the sexual slave and the slave imprints, and to rape and hurt, but also the hormones are being manipulated, and there's a lot involved here. So it could be that the males are being triggered by excitement of the females, just as animals are, and even the dogs have been manipulated and forced or genetically modified into being like that. What they do to just follow their hormones, so to say, in a nice word speaking. And just a side note, ladies, the lipstick, really? Anyway, so think about what you're doing in all ways and all days. The makeup of the ladies is full of heavy metals. The deodorant is giving breast cancer. It is also clogging up the beautiful lymph system, which is also detoxifying and greatly important. Especially the feminine body is very sensitive for it, to her breast structures. So, and the mascara for your eyelashes is full of mercury, which helps it stay together. Anyways, just a side note, you do not need it, ladies. When you love yourself and when you feel good, actually your whole body looks good and you feel good, and you look in the mirror and see, oh, I'm so beautiful. When you feel down at a low frequency, everything is also perceived ugly, negative, and of a low vibration. And the beauty comes really from within. So of course your diet helps, but you will see you do not need per se food anymore. You can really live off of light and oxygen, the ozone, and water, but beautiful high quality water. And you can purify water yourself with your consent. Your intentions are so powerful, and your loving sounds and your loving words are so powerful. And the plants can also help cleansing. The plants directly grounded into the earth, and especially the wild and the organic ones. Much to say will come in the next video. So much love to everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and by all means, I'm so specialized in soul fragments, reuniting, harmonizing lost parts of self. I've been through these experiences as well, and now I've been through the experience of going down, descent again, seeing all that is happening within my own coming from my own unconsciousness, which I really was surprised about, that all these things were living there, but they were living there because when the times happened, they were serving me to not be passing and surfacing all the time, so I could have happy moments and lifetimes and memories as well. They come only to the surface not to punish you, but so you can change the future. And this is really what you can do. Bring them back into the love. Know that they are past. You have experienced those things, and many of those things are illusion as well, and inserted in your reality, holograms, and you were not those things. You have never been. The true you, the true being, is pure love, pure bliss, pure joy, and you will once again be this. So let go the illusion, do your best of transcending from them, look from a higher point of view, take them in your arms, embrace them, don't judge, do not criticize, because everyone has lived those roles, either a perpetrator and either a victim. You have been the hunter and the hunted, the feminine who hurt the man, the masculine who hurt the feminine. Everything has happened. Now, let us not fall into those traps. Let us not be repeating those timelines. Yes, we have been triggered. Even the hormonal system have been triggered. But we feminine can smell it when a man is excited. We can sense it and feel it. You cannot be fooled anymore, beloved masculines. So be beyond it and above it, and say, I do not consent to these programs running my body. You are in control over your body. Do not allow anything animal-like to control your body. And feminines, please, you do not need to be sexy. This is not divine creation or existence. Be loving. That is the most attractive power in the universe. And then again, when the masculines and the feminines, the twin flames, are becoming together again and being activated, this will also greatly excite entire humanity. So that is why these implants have been triggered and stimulated again. So you will be pulled back, or to try to pull you back into those old games again, and use and abuse the bodily systems and each other, and which will be traumatizing, cause new karma, new guilt, which keep you away from love, and have the feminine and the masculine set up against each other. And already there is this text coming in and controlling about money, which causes fear. We go beyond the money. We do not need those. These are not divine creation. And then you have, of course, the implants, the injections. You have all the false animals and things that have been manipulated. Their programs will also be deleted. Everything that is false will be deleted and dissolved very quickly. Very quickly. Now, if you have any detachments, you will be faced with the attachments you have and be afraid for losing them. But know that it's a detachment, and you lovingly can see you do not actually need them. All you need is the love and your faith in the love and your consent and your choice. Choose what you want in each moment, and you do not need to talk. Know your right to be silent when they ask you questions, because yes, many things can be used against you, but just simply say within yourself and around that you do not give your consent and you have the right to be silent. Also, I heard somebody else saying that actually, and I thought it is very wise because I could see where it's going. And then you have the timeline about unwanted citizen programs and control about traveling. Well, you will be where you need to be. You are safe where you are, and things will change faster than you can imagine. And to group together doesn't have to be physically per se. You will reunite together in the physical, and your body do not need to die anymore. You will be able to transcend with the help of all the elements working within your body, and nobody can stop this. And with all the elemental forces around you, nobody can control and stop this. Alright? You are not controllable anymore. And let them take away all the heavy metals and the falsity and their inventors. I mean, the scientists, they come from Antarctica under the ice, and they have been there for many, many, many eons. And they have been coming originally from Syria. I mean, Sirius, of course, the constellation, especially the Dog Star. And the word Vatican, the Vati is the Ayurvedic for sacred, and Can is dog. The dog star has been worshipped. There's a lot to say about dog and dog energy, but also about the forms that have been created from Syria, just as the whales and the dolphins, the positive higher frequency beings. But there's also lower frequency beings, and there's also the scientists and the Antarctic scientists that are still there, which is also connections to the Nazis, to the ancient Egyptians, but also Lemuria and Atlantis. Know that these have always been there. They have never been gone from the planet. They had many secrets that they knew how to sustain their bodies. Also, they used, of course, the darker energies. And even in the Vatican, in the Catholic beliefs, in many beliefs, there are these very satanic rituals, such as eating and drinking the blood of Jesus, who is on the cross, hanging, suffering with blood. And actually also, why do they take the blood out of the heel prick of the newborn babies the first day that they are born? What are they doing with the blood? I mean, of course, you know the story about 1 upon million people can have a disease that's curable if you detect it fast enough. But really, a newborn baby, the first thing needed to be done is have the prick. What is about the prick anyways? The mosquito who bring the diseases, the injections who bring the diseases, and the implants. And what does it do with your body? How does your bodily system or your nervous system feel and respond actually as soon as something from the outside is puncturing and triggering and penetrating you? Penetration that is unwanted, uninvited and painful. Bringing in things that makes your body go in the flight and fight response. And what are they doing with the blood, and what are they controlling and looking for? In your DNA, in your blood groups, what they know about who you truly are and the star seeds and where you came from. So many questions, and you should question everything yourself, alright? So play well, much love to you, speak to you soon. I'm so full of messages, so yes, certainly write me an email. So I will give you all the links of other places where I am sharing my information as well, and give you personal information. And by all means, yes, I am very good in helping and guiding with the completion of your soul fragments. The more you are whole, the more stronger you are, and the less you can be triggered into the fearful timelines, and the more you help everything to dissolve and move us into the higher frequencies and wake up more people. By you being you, you wake people up. You do not have to change anyone. Trust them. They too have all the help available. Yes, you can ask for help to the higher divine frequencies, but no, it is a game. They're actors. We're all actors. Yes? Your true being can never be harmed and has never been. And soon, even in the physical, we will rejoice. And even the beautiful twin flames will be reunited, which has been used against us. The twin flame, that is where a lot of things has been going on about. How excited you are with your twin flame all the time. And what if this is reversed? And then you respond to the wrong people with excitement. What if you feel the excitement in the wrong way? For example, a woman, she's in love and she makes herself beautiful, prepares herself to, after having a long time this relationship, have the first night together with her beloved, for example. And then because her energy feeling focused on being together, and she thinks about the first intercourse she will have, the first love making she will have. Maybe she's going to wear some beautiful clothes and underwear, beautiful makeup. She makes herself smell nice, which then will perhaps attract the wrong masculine, which then will play the old timelines and maybe abuse her. There's a lot going on about this, which you can come be aware of. Masculines, if you feel activated by a bum or the boob, yes, the BB, from a woman, and understand you are not the animal. These are false programs. Women, if you feel that you should put your breasts out, shake with your booty, if everything needs to be attractive for the man, if you need red lipstick on, why are you doing this actually? You are so beautiful from your soul self within. To feel pretty is to feel happy, to feel creative, to feel loving, to feel whole, to feel good enough, to feel enough, to feel complete within. And to have a lot of love is so attractive. But your one beloved is only one. And you will soon be reunited together, alright? So just understand, that is where you're preparing for your beloved. And this counts for everyone currently on the planet who is a humanoid. Either in your light body, or maybe even in your earth body. Oh, my tummy calls me for bringing some nutrients. Alright. Yes, I'm quite tired. This was a very long message, so I hope you enjoy. And so much love, 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 love to you, beautiful humanity. And there's a reason why I say some words. They're all in specific codings and activations, alright? You have those codes within you. But for example, I'm not saying hello, or because we don't want hell and low. And I'm also not saying people. Sometimes I can say people, but I'm not saying, well, I'm not saying what I'm not saying. I say everyone, because everyone, we are all one, and everyone is included. And I'm saying humanity, because we are humanoids, we are beautiful beings. At least for a long time we are playing this. In the end, we are, of course, love sparks. So let the love spark be in your body, be sparked by the love. Don't be afraid for the things that surface now. You know, if you detox and you see all the symptoms you feel, headache can come up, diarrhea, you're not afraid. You know, it's part of the detox. See at the same time and enjoy. See, oh, this phase was in me, ew, it stinks. I'm so happy it goes out now. Alright? Now bring them all into, purify them, and bring them into the alignment. And of course, things that are not yours, you can look at it. Those heavy metals, those artificial intelligence, those nano chips or particles with a lot of information and programs, whatever it is, what is not yours, what does not belong to the humanoid, to the authentic original blueprint and creation, just know as not part of you, and leave it up to divine to dissolve it. Don't take it back to you. Don't take something out of the garbage. Leave it there. Let it be dissolved. It will be dissolved. Everything will be dismantled and dissolved, which is fake, which is not true. And I'm not speaking about your beautiful human bodies, which in the end have been formed to serve you. I'm talking about things that do not serve you and that are of the very low dimensional frequency, that are there to harm you and to take you away from love, to make you feel guilty, to play karma again. You are also not an abuser or a user. You are a divine being. So don't play into those and don't buy into those games. You do not need money. No creature on the planet needs money to live, and they all thrive. And humans suffer. Why is that? So let us be powerful, form new communities, and even telepathy will become stronger. And maybe your phones need to drop away in order for you to understand that you can speak to each other and even see each other all the time. Whatever way or shape it will become, that's up to the collective and up to the source of love. I'm just standing up. Now it's becoming very darker. So I say goodbye to you for now. Take what resonates as always, and yes, I never finish my sentence that you can come to me for a private session. It's my pleasure, very welcome. I have more male clients than before, which is a great joy, because of course the masculine had not been doing the inner work as the feminine did before. They had other tasks, which is perfectly fine. Just know that the man will come and do this work very quickly. What I noticed, what is so beautiful and also a bit a change and rare for me to see, is that in children, I also get children, and especially boy children and babies even, which I can do the work for, by of course their beautiful beloved parents. But what is special and magical, magnificent, I don't want to call the word magic, this too has been used and abused, but magnificent and miraculous is that many lifetimes at the same time can be dissolved right now. Wow! Really many at the same time. So the process is also accelerating. Everything is accelerating. Hello, beautiful banana. So, alright, lift yourself up, help each other, be good to each other, and much love to everyone. And it's not serving anyone to look at the media all the time. And notice these Egyptian timelines and everything is coming up to recognize and be dissolved also. And we will see who are the players who wanted to drag us down all the time. And that's what is creating the artificial intelligence and feed off of us as parasites and vampires. And don't be distracted. You are powerful. Without your consent, nothing can happen. You are safely carried into the love. Alright? And request for a session at any time.